What is going on, sword friends, YouTube, and all the backyard cutters, all the AI practitioners, and all my just sword friends in general? Hope you guys are having a great night, and I am very excited to do this video. I have not done put this out of the way. I have not done an actual sword review, and it seems like forever. Especially now on a brand that I'm just now getting into, that I'm as excited to review as this one. And my vaping of the shit's in the kind of the way. Apologize for the lack of professional quality on this video, guys. I just got off of work. I'm tired, but I do want to do this before it gets too late. And I don't feel like doing it tomorrow on my off day. So, what we have here is a Shadow Dancer Unokubi Zukuri Katana. You can find these on Amazon. Just type in Shadow Dancer, they come right up. And before I get rolling, this sword stand I got right here was left in this apartment. Yeah, me and the wife and the baby, the child, my daughter, whatever you want to call it, my family. When we moved in here, we got a new apartment, obviously. And when we moved in here, some certain things were left behind, and the sword rack was one of the things that were left behind by the previous tenant. And I just took that as a, you know what, this is meant for us to live here, because a sword rack being left over, that means they get to buy more swords. The wife didn't think that joke was too funny because it's more money I gotta spend, but hey, it is what it is. I'm a sword guy, I always will be. Anyway, enough of me running my mouth, let's get into it. So what we have here is a Shadow Dancer Unokubi Zukuri Katana. You can find these on Amazon, like I already said. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. This blade has a Keisho polish. It's Kesho. I think I'm saying that right and spelling that right. Been a long day. Hamon's very prominent, even in this bad lighting, in my amateur camera skills on my Galaxy Z Fold 7 I'm using to make the video. We'll just start with the hilt or the scuff. In earlier videos and reviews I've seen of this, I was kind of worried about the diamonds not being, great. And while they're not perfect, they're not, Cottontail Custom, Josh Marlin, professional Skamakishi quality. They are very good for a production katana. Sorry. The fittings are very tight. They don't move. I'm not going to even try to guess what kind of theme this is. If I had to guess, I'm probably wrong like I usually am on these things. It looks like a wind and thunder type of theme. But I'm sure someone was going to correct me. It does have an Emperor's node, which is very impressive for a blade on Amazon. That is below was right at $500 counting taxes and everything. I got Amazon Prime, so I didn't have to really pay much extra as far as taxes and shit. It did not list the specs and dimensions except for the blade is a 28-inch blade. And like I said, it's Unokubi Zukuri. The fit into the saya, which is right here, is perfect. It even has that little where you get to like right about there, you got to push it just one more little bit of effort to get it to snap. And then once it locks, it's locked in. I like that. Even though some of my higher end blades, like my Katana Blade Wasp over there, the sire, the top one right there is the Wasp. It kind of it's kind of loose. So that's really impressive to see on a sword in the right at 500 range, counting shipping and handling taxes and all that kind of bullshit. One thing you'll notice on this blade, aside from the beautiful furniture, which is just really impressive, is I didn't have really much of a line on the blade because I didn't have to use any lower grit belts. Now, I'm not going to lie, when I got this in the mail this morning, as I was getting ready to go to work, I was in a hurry, and my doorbell camera went off. There was someone out there, and of course I figured, hey, it was Amazon. And I opened it up, unboxed it. I don't do unboxing videos hardly ever because I hate those fucking things. But anyway, back to the point. I was worried about the edge. And, not really worried because I know how to work on edges. But one, I didn't really feel like fooling with it. Two, I didn't want to mess up the polish. And three, I like it to be as stock as it can be on the edge. I mean, I like, my swords to be sharp as fuck, but I appreciate them coming from the factory, the forge, whatever, warehouse, whatever, drop ship, whatever you guys want to call it, at least ready to go. All I got to do is strop it. So when I first did the thumb test, it wasn't really grabbing. And I'm like, I guess I might have to break out the damn lower grip belt and then strop it up, and get it sharp. But something just said, hold on, wait a minute, just try to strop it first. Now, I did try to cut some paper. It went through pretty easy. And I was like, maybe I'm missing something. So I broke out the strop, did 2 passes on each side. And when I got done and I thumbed that blade after wiping off the grease and everything off of it, I was like, holy shit. It is razor sharp. And you guys can see there is no line from me using a lower grip belt. And my arm is bald now because I just couldn't believe it. And I even did some paper tests, and it made that little high pitch type sound instead of the rip that you normally get when a blade's dull and it's just ripping through it. But look at that hamon, and I love how it does this. It comes back around, and I'm not touching the blade, but how it comes back around and like reinforces the Kasaki. I love that. Most katana don't do that. Like my Eco knives do, but most of my blades don't even do that. So, Unokubi Zukuri is very light, and it feels like a Unokubi Zukuri should. Now, back to the handle, the ska. It was said this is leather. It might be. It just don't feel or smell like leather. It kind of feels like pleather, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's some kind of different material they're using. I know Space Ghost says it's leather. And if he says leather, that's good enough for me. Hell, I've been out of the game for a long time, so maybe they've done something different. I don't know. So that's pretty much the blade. And the steel is just listed as crucible steel, differently hardened with a Keisho polish. I'm assuming it's either T10 or 1095 to get that kind of look, but if you guys know what it is, what the actual steel number is, I'm sure Eric will probably jump on here and tell me, correct me, or either Ghost will. Either one, I don't mind. But looks like 1095 or T10. So beautiful polish, beautiful sword. Saya fits great. It is not piano finish. Let me see if I can get it off of there and give you guys a better look at the texture. See how it's textured? That means it won't show smudges and fingerprints, and also if you happen to ding it or something, it won't. It's easier to touch up than piano finish. It's got a high quality Sageo, which I'm going to leave in the presentation, not unless it comes unraveled here, which a lot of Saya Sageo do. Interesting, they went with the 3-4 lines right here. I kind of like that on some katana, just instead of just being even. I like that. But the presentation on it's done very good. It's tight, and this, like I said, is high quality Sageo, and that shoestringy Walmart shoestring crap you see on some katana. Should have done me. I'm not really a fan of those, but on this one it looks good, matches the furniture, and I'm going to leave it in the knot. So those probably won't come out anyway. I haven't really messed with it. Feel tight. And then you have the end of the Saya. I don't know if this is buffalo horn, and I say that on a lot of my katana videos, but it looks like it's just a plastic ring. It may be horn, I don't know. It doesn't say it in the specs. That's kind of my only gripe, is they don't really have much in the specifications. I'm on my iPad over here trying to find anything. Let's see here. Let me put the thing right here. You guys can read it as I'm reading. Let's see. Made with select wood, just saying. Doesn't really say much. And then there's the steel type. It just says crucible steel. Handle materials wood. I mean, I guess that's great to know. Ambidextrous. That's kind of duh. They need to do better on their specifications. Pretty much the only thing I can find to complain about the product. And on the page, it looks like it's purple. Let's see if I can get to it. Yeah, of course my iPad ain't want to work right. Anyway, that looks purple to me. I don't know about you guys. It looks purple. And that's, that's obviously not the color I got. But I kind of expected that because that's what Space Ghost says. His came in, it came in as blue. So, and then that's the, what the add-on, what the listing on Amazon looks like. And here's the price. $4.59. That's pretty much it. And I'm very happy with it. It's very balanced. Of course, I don't really cut anymore. I don't have a location. I don't even do sword stuff much anymore as far as even my content. I've gotten into AI stuff, having a blast with that with Sora 2. If you guys need an invite code, just let me know. I still got 6 to share. If you guys got Chat GPT Plus or Premium or Pro, whatever, I got 6 codes I can share, and I don't mind sharing them. I can't use them. And we're gonna wrap up the video in just a second. I'm gonna hold her down, get back to my game, which is Ghost of Yote. Little update on the Dragon Ball collection, still growing, still get some every now and then. But this game right here, on a side note, is pretty good. Very great successor to Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got, guys. Your boy still likes Katana. He still likes swords. He still likes blades. He still likes badass sharp objects. Oh, one more thing. Look at the hourglass shape. Well, the flare right here. This sky. Even that's really high quality. It's thin. It's not axe handled. Just as an example, like you guys see this, right? Look at how big that fucking raptor skull is compared to the fucking Shadow Dancer. Like this one actually has some shape to it, and that just looks like a long, big axe handle. I mean, even the Maki. Well, okay, I'm not going to get into that, but you guys get the point. For about $500, somewhere in there, you guys get a great katana. And my buddy Eric Hussein told me before I pulled the trigger on this, he says, these come as close to perfection as production katana get, in his opinion. And I would have to say I agree. Let me give you guys a little look at the Kashira, and then I'm going to wrap this up and let you guys go for the evening. Beautiful, beautiful piece. Hamon just pops. Even in this bad lighting, it's dark outside, fluorescent lights on. But just look how prominent that is. And no line. And it's shaven, hair shaving, paper swiping, all that good stuff I used to do. And I'm going to put it back on the rack the wrong way in war. Because I don't want to reach around and turn it crazy. But you guys... Hey guys, me again. So I bumped the damn button on my video on my phone, so I apologize for that. So I'm not going to edit this. I don't really have the time or the patience or the strength at this point. So I ended off talking about the kosher and putting it back on the stand in the war style, because if the hilt's facing that way, the skull's facing that way, you're being confrontational, you're at war, or whatever. If it's that way, you're at peace, whatever. Anywho, the one thing I didn't mention was the sword bag. It was a very high quality sword bag. I mean, I wouldn't say it's on par with my Motohara or Mass, but it's definitely heavier and thicker than pretty much any sword I've ever gotten, except for Mass and Motohara. And my dog is running away. Yeah, go away. But this one is very, very high quality. It came tied very well. Just absolute quality in this company. And on a side note, I did reach out to him and told him that I would be willing to, make them some commercials with my AI programs and do some reviews. If they send me test samples, I don't care about being paid. I just like getting free swords. But I did pay for this without, out of my own pocket. I did not. This isn't a review sample. I actually bought this. I actually own this. I paid for this out of my own wallet. And I am very happy with it. Whether I got it for free or I paid $500 for it. It does not matter. Which I did pay $500 for. Or around that amount. But guys, in all seriousness, you guys got to check out this brand. They are absolutely phenomenal. I got my first look at them when I got that Tanto back, the start of the year. And that Tanto really impressed me. And I knew I was going to have to add some of their full-length katana to my collection. This sword is absolutely stunning. No complaints on it whatsoever, other than I wish they would describe their work better on Amazon. That is the only complaint. Not the sharpness, not the packaging, not the furniture, nothing. Just tell us more about the product. That's all I got. Hopefully I can stitch this together with the other video, because I'm not going to redo that one. I took too long doing it. But you guys have a great one. Check out Shadow Dancer on Amazon. Check out Space Ghost reviews. Check out Eric Hussein. And on a side note, I was going to mention this earlier in a video. I think I did. As I made an anime little intro clip for Eric. He lost his channel, guys, for some bullshit. So if you guys were subscribed to him before and you don't know how to get back to him, let me know. I'll put his link down in my comments. Please go refollow Eric. He is still keeping the sword game, the backyard cutting, the freestyle cutting, all that good stuff we used to do back, 8, 9, 10 years ago. He's still doing it. He's still keeping it alive. Go follow the man. Help him get his channel back the way it was, and even better. And with that, guys, I'm going to officially end this video and not bump the damn stop button again with my fucking fat finger. And wish you guys a great holiday upcoming. If I don't see you before Thanksgiving, before Christmas, you guys have a great one. Peace, and we will see you in the next video, whether it's AI or swords. You guys take care.